All right. It looks like I only got through 8, assignment 8. For assignment 9, we would first make it so you can delete a name by selecting a person using the list box and clicking the delete button. And then we modularize our code, and as you recall, we already have 3 places where we load up the list box, and it's exactly the same code. So that's a good candidate to modularize up into 1. And you don't have to do this, obviously. And you hand in the same kind of stuff. Let's see. Well, let's see. Maybe we can. I'm gonna take this out here. There's my friend file. I'm gonna throw this away, and this is my. I'm gonna change this to assignment 9. Rename assignment 9. And I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna open this up. And you recall, it just looks like this. And so I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna open up the form, and I'm gonna add a delete button. Delete. Put it right here, and it's gonna say. Delete friend. And I'm going to name the button BTN delete name. Okay. And so if I double click on that, and so here's the event handler, and what do my notes say? You got to ask, are you sure? Let's see if this will work. It might just work. I'm going to copy this. Copy. And paste it in here and see what happens. Okay, so remember I asked, or remember I said you're going to have to figure out how to make a dialog box where it says, are you sure? Or, you know, where you can click OK or cancel. So this is how you do that. So you declare a variable, a dialog result variable, and I'm going to name it RES. And it is what's returned when you call this messagebox.show method with 3 parameters. There's 3 parameters. This is the familiar parameter that we're used to. It's just the first one. This is a title across the top. Across the top, you know, it's like form bar. And then this is argument that says what buttons you want to put up, and then to return which button was clicked. And so this thing pops up, says, are you sure you want to delete that name? The guy clicks OK. So then this gets set to OK, and this tests to see if it's OK. And if it is, it starts to do this. Okay, let's see what this is. First of all, it grabs out the name to delete, and we didn't call this list friends, we called it list names. And so that grabs, so the guy has selected a name, right? So it's highlighted, and this is what grabs it out, the selected name, changes it to a string, and stores it in this string variable called name to delete. And then we have this other variable here called index to delete, and that's actually the number that we want to delete. Okay, so this is the actual name, you know, Fred Johnson, and this is the number, like the 3rd one or the first one or something. This has got to be the same as this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All right. And then this displays up a message saying, I'm deleting this name. I don't need that. So what this does is this grabs out. Oh, look, this does grab out. This does grab out. This grabs out. I guess that's what we're doing. Grabs out names from the list box. It does it this way. So we open up the file to write, brand new file. We're going to erase what's in there. We're going to rewrite it. So it's create text, not append text. And this is the index which we're going to match up with. We're going to keep track of the index as we go through the list. Starts out with 0. And so this thing is going to loop. Name index is going to loop each time adding 1. While it's less than the count of items in the list. So if there's 10 names, this is going to be 10. And so as long as it's less than 10, it loops. And then what this does is this tests to see if the index that we're on is the actual index that we're supposed to delete. If it is, we don't want to write out the name. If it's not the one we want to delete, then we want to go ahead and write it out. And here's how we write it. Okay, this is how we write it. This is how we do it without knowing about arrays yet. The selected index, as you know, is a property. It's a property. When somebody selects a name, the selected index will return the actual index number, like 0, 1, 2, 3 or something. Well, that can be on the left side of an assignment statement also. You can assign it something. When you assign it something, it's actually going to highlight it. Okay. So as this loop goes through, if we were at super fast vision, we could actually see them highlighting as they go down. But it's happened so fast that we don't even really see it. It probably doesn't even display it. But anyway, so here we're setting the actual selected item to this index. We're looping 1 through whatever, and then this actually. So then this allows us to grab it because the selected index is now points to the selected item. We've specified a new selected item here, and so this grabs it out, grabs out the name, and it writes it to the file. So that's what this loop does. That's what this loop does, and it writes every name that's in the list box out to the file, except for the one that we selected to delete. The user selected it to delete. I actually have a comment in here which I can put in later, because when I originally got this running, I was actually treating this as an array, as items array, and that's really what it is. So you can do it this way, but we don't know about array yet, so we can do it this way. We say, this is the one we want to select, and give me what that is, and I'm going to write it out. All right, so, and then this thing reads it back up and loads up the list box again after the item is deleted. So let's see if this works. All right, this is not really a name, so let's delete it. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Gone. Boom. Let's go look here. Didn't I have a, did I delete it? Did I close it? Oh. I wonder where this read. I guess it read down there. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, so that's gone. Tim Mullen, delete. Yeah. Okay, that works. So that's how you delete. And then modularize your code as much as possible. Is this all you had to do for this assignment 9? I guess so. So to modularize your code, we for sure can modularize this, right? This is where we read and load up, because this is the same as this, right? This is the same as list items clear, loop, list items clear, do it this way. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, oh, 1. Input stream writer 4. Oh, they're all in one line. Okay, and here. Okay, so I'm going to make this a method. So I'm going to select it. Wait. Yeah, that's a good one. So I'm going to select this and make it a method. So I'm going to right-click, refactoring, preview changes. And so yes, we're going to put a new method, and we're going to put it outside somewhere, apply. And so here is that. So I'm going to call it load list box. Load list box. Apply. Okay, so that's load list box. And so now wherever I'm loading list box, starting with opening the file, defining that this. I hope I know what I'm doing here. Here, this too, huh? Okay, so let's see if this works. Load the list box, choose another one. I don't think I have another one. Oh, maybe I do. Desktop, we're in assignment 9 now, friend file. Bin, debug, friend 2. Yes, yeah, loaded it up. Mary Brown. And we can delete Arthur Smith. Yeah, it seems to work. All right, okay. So it looks like we've banged through assignments 3 and 4. It looks like we've finished assignments 3 and 4. I mean, no, assignments 8 and 9. And I didn't zip up assignment 9 for you, but I did show you how to zip up assignment 8. And so next time I will start with my assignment 9 and do assignment 10. So are there any questions? Okay. Thanks for watching. Oh, you have a question? Yes.
I did the assignments 9 and 10. Do you want me to modify it so it resubmit?
No. As long as you did them according to the directions. You know, I did a lot of stuff that wasn't specified in directions, and you can do it different ways. So did you do it? It'll add in the what? Oh yeah. Well, but was that in the directions? Yeah. So you're fine. It just turns out, you know, I obviously wrote the assignment before I started doing this, and it turns out that onload it makes the window go away, and you know you kind of don't know what's going on. And I went back and I looked in the directions. I noticed it didn't preclude putting putting that button in there. So I just thought I'd put it in there to make it easier, but no, absolutely not. If you're done, you know, you're fine. I'm not gonna. All right.